Hi there. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of color mixing, specifically how we can create lots of variations of green just by combining different yellows and blues. I'll be using 4 yellows: lemon yellow, cadmium yellow pale, cadmium yellow deep, and yellow ochre, and mixing each with 4 blues: phthalo blue, Prussian blue, cobalt blue hue, and French ultramarine. And then we'll also tint some of these mixes with titanium white to see how they shift in value and saturation. The details of these pigments are given in the description below. Along the way, I'll share the observations and color science behind what we see. Brand, pigment quality, opacity or transparency, and pigment load all influence how strong or muted your mixes look. Those variables matter, but in this video we're focusing on the principles of hue you can expect when pairing cool versus warm yellows with different blues. Treat this as a roadmap you can apply with any paint line. First, let's mix phthalo blue, which is PB15, with the different yellows. It's a strong, transparent and a green biased blue, hence a cool blue. One can actually expect to see the punchiest greens here. First, mixed with lemon yellow. Lemon yellow is a cool green biased yellow. This particular lemon yellow is a mix of pigment yellow 3, pigment white 6 and pigment yellow 1. When mixed with phthalo blue, it gives a high chroma, cool spring green. It's clean and slightly blue leaning. It's probably going to be the crispiest green of this row. Next, cadmium yellow pale hue, which is a warmer mid yellow, and the pigment is pigment yellow 74. Compared to lemon yellow, when mixed with phthalo blue, it shifts to a warmer, more yellow-leaning, grassy green. It's still bright, but you'll see less of that icy, blue-cool edge that lemon yellow gives. Next, cadmium yellow deep, which is made of pigment yellow 35 and pigment orange 20. It's an orange-biased yellow, and hence when mixed with phthalo blue, you'll notice this drops the chroma and nudges towards olive. Next is yellow ochre, which is an earthy, opaque yellow and consists of pigment yellow 42. This straightaway moves to a mossy, natural green with lesser chroma, and is great and ideal for foliage. Next, Prussian blue, which is pigment blue 27. Prussian blue is deep, transparent, highly tinting, slightly green leaning blue. It's dark in mass tone, which is straight from the tube. First, when mixed with lemon yellow, you can see a vivid forest green. Again, it's cool, clean and deeper than the phthalo pair. Next, when mixed with cadmium yellow pale, you'll see a grassier, more yellow leaning forest green. It's not muddy still, it's just warmer and slightly less cool crisp than the lemon yellow mix. Next, when Prussian blue is mixed with yellow ochre, it gives a rich, earthy, muted green, and this is perfect for leaf shadows and natural scenery. Coming to cobalt blue hue, this blue sits in the near neutral between green and red bias. You can expect softer, lighter greens with it. With lemon yellow, it gives a clean mid-chroma grassy green with a cool tilt, not as electric as phthalo or the Prussian mixes. When mixed with cadmium yellow pale, it's very distinct from what we saw with lemon yellow. It starts to read warmer and more yellow grass. You can see that with this blue, the lemon yellow versus the cadmium pale difference is very legible. It's cooler versus warmer, grassy greens. With cadmium yellow deep, cobalt blue hue gives a muted olive. It's warmer and browner than cadmium pale, but again the cadmiums sit closer to each other than either does to lemon. When cobalt blue hue is mixed with yellow ochre, it starts to give some soft sage greens. It's lovely and natural. Next, French ultramarine blue, which is pigment blue 29. French ultramarine blue is clearly a red biased and hence a warm blue, tending to give dull greens. Friends, if you're curious about how a color can be classified as warm, mid or cool, check out my first episode that I had done with watercolors to explain color bias and the tendency of primary colors to mix a secondary color, on the basis of which it is considered warm, mid or cool. The link will appear up in the screen and in the description below. Next, I take this canvas piece and I'll swatch some of the color mixing that we've done between blues and yellows to create these greens. I'm going to tint it with titanium white, which is a mix of pigment white 6 and pigment white 4. Tinting with titanium white increases overall reflectance of the color. So you're going to perceive a higher value, but the saturation of the true color actually drops. That drop in saturation exposes the undertones well. Lemon yellow mixes remain cool green. Cadmium pale yellow hue reads warmer, yellower greens. Cadmium deep hue and more so yellow ochre consistently earth the greens towards olive and moss. For a final comparison, here are saturated swatches of the standout mixes too. Friends, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful in case you love the science and art of color mixing. Friends, drop me a comment on which combo surprised you the most. And are you a team mix your own greens or team tube green? I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay curious and keep painting.